Hey Cake Nieces, it's Marisha. This is a very impromptu video, which is why it's not like my normal setup or anything, but I'm actually baking for my upcoming event. I wanted to go ahead and make a large batch of my banana pudding cake. I'm doing it differently than I used to, so I thought that I would show you guys what I'm doing here, okay? In case you want to try it yourself. Summer's here, you know, almost, just about. It feels like it's 85 degrees today. I think we could pretty much say summer is here. I'm going to start off with my puddings. I like to use 1 pack, and I'm doing a double recipe. I like to use 1 pack of vanilla and 1 pack of banana pudding for mine. And it's not regular vanilla, it is French vanilla. So that's 1 pack of banana pudding, 1 pack of French vanilla pudding. And now we're going to add our milk. I have whole milk here. Pudding recipes always call for 2 cups of whole milk. I like to do a little bit less than 2 cups because I like a thicker pudding. Because I'm using 2 boxes of pudding, I'm only going to do 3 cups of whole milk. And I'm going to pour this in and then whip it up until it's nice and thick. Oh my gosh. Pour that in and then use my handheld mixer. I did not mean to spill that. I'm going to be mixing for a couple of minutes until it starts to thicken up. And I do typically mix it until it's super thick. I notice when I don't mix for a long time, you can see the dye. It's like little yellow specks, or they almost look orange. Little orange specks in the banana pudding. And unless you incorporate it fully by hand, it will kind of like stay separate sometimes. Alright, set this aside and let that rest. I said rest like it's a steak. Let it continue to set up. In a larger bowl, I'm going to add in sweetened condensed milk and cream cheese. In goes the condensed milk. I'm using 2 cans. And I used to really be concerned, like, oh my goodness, sweetened condensed milk is so sweet. This is going to be too sweet, but it's not. In goes the 2nd can. And now I'm going to add in my softened cream cheese. I just let it sit out for about an hour or so. I almost didn't think that was gonna make it in the bowl. And now we're going to whip this up until it is completely smooth. I'm going to add in my Cool Whip. I actually did microwave this for 30 seconds so that it was, you know, nice and soft. So let's add in the Cool Whip. I love Cool Whip. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Now we're going to add our pudding to our, really, this is like a really good cheesecake mixture at this point. Good stuff. You can see how much is set. Just sitting for what, 10 minutes, not even. It's gonna do the rest of it setting in the pan. And then we're going to give this a mix. This is a very tiny spatula, and I was looking for my big rubber spatula, but I don't know if I took it to work and it got jacked one day, but okay. So now I have a pan. This is the only like large pan that I have. It's quite annoying, but the others are being used. I'm going to take my vanilla cake, put some in the bottom of my pan, and then I'm going to slice some bananas on top. Does anybody else take the strings out? I do. I'm going to use a total of 4 bananas. And you can toss them in lemon juice. I don't really find it to make much of a difference when I'm doing my banana puddings, because I would toss them in lemon juice or vinegar every time. And if they weren't covered fast enough, they still would turn brown. So I do better just making sure that they're covered in the custard as quickly as possible. So I cut my bananas as fast as I can. Nobody could touch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Now we're going to take our pudding and pour that on top. Okay. I only did half. I want to stir because I don't want the cake to really break up too much. But I want to get all of the cake covered in pudding. And that's why I do half and half and half and half. Does that make sense? So now I'm going to add my other cake and the other half of my pudding. And we can give that a quick mix. I try to keep the pieces whole enough so that when I pack it, it's not too, you know, like pieces of crumbs all up in the cake and everything. But I also sometimes add cookies to this as well and just crumble them up, mix them in. But really, I think the cake is enough. So it depends on your preference. But either way, I'm going to cover this up and then let it set for a couple of hours. And when I go to package this, I'll put them in my parfait cups with some stabilized whipped cream on top and a cookie. And that's my banana pudding cake. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you on the next video. Bye, Cake Nieces.